Hey everyone, I'm Josh. I'm the DevRel engineer at RocketRide. And I'm here to show our way of comparing 4 separate LLM models really quickly and being able to determine the alpha, right? Now, there are frameworks out there that do this far better. There's also for-profit organizations that, again, not trying to compete with. However, this is a very quick and easy way to kind of spin up some kind of a comparison and get a kind of quick and easy insight into how these models are performing. So here I already have here we have predetermined prompts that I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste inside the chat. And we're going to see what happens when they come back. So first, we'll go ahead and we'll open up our trace, our stack trace. Will actually give us a little bit of insight into what is happening behind the scenes and under the hood. So what is actually displayed here is the handoff between the specific nodes and what's happening and the data that's getting passed in between them, right? As well as the time it takes for each handoff to occur and then for the outputs to be responded with. So what we asked the LLM to each individual LLM, for reference, we are using Claude, OpenAI, Gemini, and Grok. We asked them each individually, what is 17 times 4? There is a very factual answer to that question. It is 408, as each LLM has responded correctly with. And we could dig into the latency behind each request individually. Right, so we can see that Anthropic took about 4 milliseconds, Gemini took about 10, OpenAI took 5, and Grok took 8. Now, individually, this doesn't really mean too much. However, if you run this continually, like over roughly 100 times, you'll get a general average of how each model is performing overall with each question, and you can get a more clear picture as to how these models are performing within the tool set itself.
So Josh, did you go for the pipeline? Show the pipeline. There you go. Explain what that's actually doing. Explain what that's actually doing.
So what that's doing is it is spinning up a chat interface that is actually popping up right here within my IDE, so I don't even have to exit out. I can stay right here within my development environment. And it is allowing me to chat with these LLMs all at one time. So I'm sending in a single prompt, and it's like dividing it all out, sending it to each individual LLM, and it's bringing back those results, and it's segmenting them based on whichever model and has returned that response.
Okay. Let me go back to the molecule of course now, and then ask your question.
Somebody can ask.
Yeah. Give us a question. What color is the sky? That's an easy one.
Colors.
And you can see it as actually is going through and causes now.
There's some question. What is the color of the sky east of the city?
Okay, now that's very different answers. You go back over to the model comparison and you pull up the null status screen. You alter it, ethical trace. This is the observability that we were talking about. So how did Anthropic answer that?
What's like here? Ooh, chat. Right here? Yep.
So it says the sky is typically blue during the day, especially in clear weather, and it can appear orange red at sunrise or sunset, gray when cloudy, and black at night.
How about, I guess, Gemini's next?
Yes, that is correct. Gemini's next, and it just says blue. And then OpenAI said the sky is typically blue during the day, and that's about it. And then Grok says the sky is typically blue during the day, due to the scattering of sunlight by the atmosphere. However, it can appear in other colors such as orange or red during sunrise and sunset, and gray when it's clouding.
Well, you can say I actually came up with a Rust answer, don't you think?
What do you guys think?
Yeah. Are these all the frontier models?
Yes. However, we support a multitude of different models as well. So we just displayed this because, of course, it is the most widely used. However, we have roughly over about 10 different LLM models that you can compare. And then, of course, we have multiple tools, too, that you can then chain together and then determine the output of it well, or state.
The really nice part about this is if you're considering a cheaper, less expensive